have completed payback period. Next up we have accounting rate of return, the second technique of investment decision. Otherwise it's called as return on investment. Now payback period was always mentioned in terms of years. Now accounting rate of return, rate means in terms of percentage. So ARR will be always be signified or will be symbolized in terms of percentage. Okay, so there are 3 steps in solving ARR. Step 1, we need to find out the average EAT, that is earnings after tax. Average EAT equals to EAT divided by life. So let's say the project has 10 years, right? So you're going to divide EAT divided by 10. Whatever the number of years are, completely I'm going to consider. Step 2. Under step 2 we have 3 conditions. One is when original investment is given. Second, when scrap value is given. Third, when scrap as well as the working capital is provided. And the first condition, what is my formula? Average investment. Average investment equals to when original investment is given divided by 2. OI divided by 2. Second condition, when scrap is given, original investment minus the scrap value divided by 2. Third, when scrap and working capital are given, both things are given, average investment will be equal to original investment minus scrap divided by 2 plus scrap plus working capital. Is that clear? These are the 3 different conditions. So any one of them will be put to use depending upon what details is the question giving us. After we complete the 2 steps, moving to the third one, ARR, that is accounting rate of return, equals to average EAT divided by average investment. Average EAT you have found out in step number 1, average investment you have found out under step number 2. So I'm going to divide those both values multiplied by 100, I get a rate called as accounting rate of return. Now if you observe payback period, you have considered only which year is my investment coming back. The rest of the years I am really not considering, except if I am calculating the post payback period profit. Is that clear? Payback period considers only up to the year where my investment is being recovered, but accounting rate of return considers the entire life of the asset or a project or an investment. Okay, so ARR considers entire life of the project. Hope you have understood the concept of accounting rate of return and the steps in calculating ARR. Next up we have questions on accounting rate of return. I'm starting with question number 10. The given details are original investment is 12 lakh, scrap is 2 lakh and working capital, that is additional working capital, is rupees 1 lakh and the life of the project is 5 years. They've asked us only to find out the second step, that is average investment. So average investment is what we need to find out. So we have 3 conditions, right, as we discussed in the formulas. So under which scrap and the working capital is given, that is the third condition. So that formula we're going to use. Average investment equals to original investment minus scrap divided by 2 plus scrap plus additional working capital. Implementing all these values over here, we arrive at the value 8 lakh rupees. Okay, so 12 lakh minus 2 lakh divided by 2, 2 lakh plus 1 lakh, simplified 10 divided by 2, 5 lakh plus 3 lakh. So altogether the average investment into the project is 8 lakh rupees. So next up, question number 11. The question gives you the details about original investment rupees 3 lakh, The question gives you the details of cash flows for all the 5 years, and then the question also gives you depreciation. Now remember, for accounting rate of return, that is ARR, we need cash flows that are after tax. Is that clear? That is after tax. That means they have deducted depreciation, then deducted tax, and that amount is what we are going to consider for ARR. Remember, EAT, earnings after tax, is what we are considering here. Is that clear? For accounting rate of return, we need earnings that are after tax. Is that clear? Now here in the question, they have already given you depreciation in the last box, right, in the last table. That you should not consider. That's why I have written here, do not consider depreciation. It is just to confuse. Depreciation has already been deducted. That is why tax is deducted, and so it is called as earnings after tax are so and so. Cash flow after taxes is what is provided to you in the column. Therefore, you need to ignore depreciation, just meant to confuse. So do not include depreciation, just take up the cash flows provided. Is that clear? So start with the entire steps, step 1, 2 and 3. So step 1 is average EAT. I am going to add all the cash flows divided by the life. Life is 5 years. So once I divide, I get the average EAT is 91,600. Step 2 is called average investment. That is, as I told, 3 conditions, right? So the first condition is met here. Neither scrap value is given, neither additional working capital is given. So therefore it is called as the first condition applies. So average investment equals to original investment divided by 2. That is 3 lakh divided by 2, 1,50,000. Next up, step 3, ARR. Average EAT divided by average investment multiplied by 100. So the answer is 61.06%. Hope question number 11 is clear to all of you. So next up we have question number 15. Now here the details given are original investment is rupees 2 lakh, and we have cash flows or earnings that is before depreciation and tax. Now for ARR, what kind of cash flows do we need? After tax, EAT, earnings after tax we need. But here the cash flows are earnings are before depreciation and before taxation. So we need to arrive at earnings after tax. So we need to we need to solve an income statement. Other details are scrap 20,000, tax is at 50% rate of interest, and depreciation is at straight line method basis. So whenever a question is asking us to find out depreciation or charge depreciation under straight line basis, the formula stands cost minus scrap divided by the life of the asset. So the cost of the asset is rupees 2 lakh. The scrap value given is 20,000. So 1,80,000 divided by 5 will give you depreciation as 36,000 rupees. So this will remain common for all the 5 years. The period of the asset is how much? 5 years. So for all the 5 years, depreciation will be charged on a straight line basis amount of 36,000. So let's calculate earnings after tax. We have income statement, that is earnings before depreciation and tax. The earnings here I have written are given in the question. Then depreciation, what we have found out, 36,000. For all the years it's going to remain the same. Deduct that, we are at 4,000, 6,000, 2,000, 0 and 10,000. Tax is at 50% rate of interest. So half of that, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000, 0 and 5,000. So finally for accounting rate of return we need earnings after tax. So EBT minus your tax, you will arrive at earnings after tax. 2,000 in the first year, 3,000 in the second year, 1,000 in the third year, 4,000 is nil, and the final year is 5,000 rupees. Okay, so this is just the first part, that is the income statement we have found out, earnings after tax. and we have calculated the depreciation. Now let's solve the step-by-step accounting rate of return. So next, we are going to calculate step by step. Step 1 is your average EAT, total cash flows divided by 2, that comes up to 2200. Step 2 is average investment. It falls under the second condition when original investment as well as a scrap value is given. So OI minus scrap divided by 2, that is 2 lakh minus 20,000 divided by 2 comes up to 90,000 rupees. The last step, accounting rate of return, average EAT divided by average investment into 100, 2200 divided by 90,000 multiply by 100 gives you 2.44%. So the ARR stands at 2.44.